Hey guys, so I know I haven't posted a video in a while, and I kind of wanted to explain that before the video started. Basically, I don't know, I haven't really found any videos that I want to make, and when I do, I know they're going to take a while, or at least a good amount of filming, editing, and all that. So, today, I want to I want to make this video, so I can at least get some content out, you know, and I'll save some of the bigger projects for later. But yeah. So recently, I've been getting into Friday the 13th a lot, as you can see by this mask. And I've been playing on the video game since it came out. That's probably when I stopped doing the videos. I've been playing too many video games. But recently I've gotten back into it. I have most of the Friday the 13th movies, but I've seen all of them, and now I got this figure recently, so today we're going to be taking a look at Friday the 13th, the final chapter, action figure, ultimate action figure. So yeah, this is the box that it comes in. It's same as the cover of the movie poster. Mine's a little beat up. So I got this at FYE for fairly cheap, I would say. It came at about $30, and I've seen some places that sell it for more. Actually, I've basically on the internet, I haven't seen this sold anywhere else. But yeah. So I've had some trouble with buying stuff like this from FYE. Sometimes, like with this one action figure I got, there were some parts that were missing and a little messed up. But I'm giving my trust to FYE with this figure. I think it's actually pretty cool. I've opened it, so you're gonna notice there's some tape in there over some of the items. But here's the front cover. Like I said, it's from the movie. On the side, we have a picture of the figure, I think, or maybe a little drawing or something. Same on the other side. On the back, we have some pictures and a little read up. If you want to read it, you can pause it. And then on the top, we have Friday the 13th, the final chapter. On the bottom, we have some credits and NECA and Real Toys. So yeah. And then it has one of these little opening things with some Velcro. And on the inside, we have another very great picture of the figure and the figure itself. So let's get the figure out of here and let's look at it a little more in depth. So I'm going to use my phone flashlight to kind of show the things more in depth, but here is the figure out of the box. This is from part 4. So this is a little more of a beat up Jason. This isn't one who was wearing the sack head or anything. So this is right after part 3. He's got some stains on him. The really thing that gets me is that in the ultimate figure for part 3. Hold on, let me see if I have that over here somewhere. Yeah. The ultimate figure for part 3, his hands seemed normal. He seemed pretty normal. This is like a day afterwards. So the mask is a little more beat up, but the pants are just completely different. I think they're using the same. No, they're not using the same shirt. So all these are basically different. And the hands are like weird. Look at that. They just turned a lot more grayish. Okay, so I'm gonna go put this figure down real quick. So, taking a look at the figure, I really like what they did with the paint job. It's pretty cool. You see all the little marks that Chris left from part 3. You have the little cut in the knee where she stabbed him. Just some good paint job overall. So, a closer look at his mask. It's a little more scratched up than the part 3 one. Some of the chevrons are being scraped off. Lift this up. Take the mask off. We see the ugliest Jason. Well, this was made by Tom Savini, and I really appreciate what he did and how he came back for part 4 and all the cool effects that he did. But Jason also, here, let me put this back on. Jason comes with a separate head. Yeah. Now what this head is for, see, look. Hold on, let me take the masks off. So here's the original mask. Some of the chevrons are a little scraped up. The blood is still fresh. And then here's the mask that comes with the second head, where the chevrons are definitely scraped off. And the top one's almost completely gone. So the reason it comes with two heads is one of the coolest things that I've seen on a figure anytime recently is is because this Jason comes with one of the coolest features ever. Okay, so here's him with the different mask on. It's a little more cut up, but you take it off, right? And he has this little cut in the side of his head. And then you can put, say, the machete like in the movie. You could put it right in his head. Now that is some detail. That is some attention to detail right there. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna leave this head on. Taking a look at some of what the figure can do. He can move his arms like this, rotate at the elbow, move at the wrist. He's hindered. He can move complete 360 here, but the shirt is actually there. It's just more of a rubbery type. The head can move 360, but with the mask, you kind of got to take it off, and then almost 360. The shirt blocks it. Then we have on the legs, it's a little more of a slower leg movement here, and the knee can bend like about that much backwards and about that much forward, and the ankles have a little bit of movement. So let's take a look at what the figure comes with, other than the other head. He comes with his classic machete, which Tommy Jarvis uses on him at the end. Cleaver, which goes in poor Crispin Glover's face. Poor guy. I'm not sure where the butcher knife comes in, but it's cool to have. We got the hacksaw that gets Axel in the morgue. The morgue. We have an axe. I think they didn't really use this axe very much in the movie, except for one scene where he throws it through the door and it hits I forgot what her name was. But this axe looks more like the axe from the dream that Tommy Jarvis had in part 5 when he sees Jason through the mirror. And then he comes with another hand, which is a bit of a smaller grip for some of the smaller weapons. And then finally, one of the coolest things that it comes with, it's his mom's gravestone, and that is pretty cool. Pamela Voorhees, 1930 to 1979, at rest. Oh yeah, and it comes with the corkscrew. Now this, I'm surprised that it came with this. This is really a cool little thing that it comes with. If you've seen the part 4, then you know what I'm talking about, but this is just cool. So that's basically, let me see the figure there. That's basically what the figure comes with, and it leaves some really cool poses that you can set him up with. Have his mother's gravestone there, then put the axe in his hand and stand him up. All in all, this figure is probably one of the coolest things I think I've picked up. So yeah, let me show you comparison to some of the other figures that I have. Okay, well here's a look. We're going handheld. Here's a look at some of the other Jason figures that I have. Here's a retro cloth part 3 Jason. There's the Ultimate part 3 Jason. There's part 4 that we just looked at. Here's a retro cloth part 2 Jason, and the retro cloth part 6 Jason. So this Jason stands a little bit taller than this one, but this Jason is a little hunched over. And these retro cloth figures are all about the same height because they're all taller figures, but this one's hunched over too, so he's a little bit shorter than some of the other ones. But yeah, that's the new Jason figure that I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a good one. Yeah, so I hope to be posting a little more consistently now that I've got a little more time on my hands. I haven't really taken advantage of the summer time that I have had, so now I'm just gonna try and see if I can double down on a few more videos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace. Have a good one, you guys.